The mission of the Kingston Parks and Recreation Department is to build and enrich the community by working together. Each year, it manages town parks, properties, buildings, and facilities, and implements hundreds of programs serving the people of Kingston. Julie Thompson spoke to Director Susan Woodworth about ongoing programs and projects and what is new and next for Kingston Rec.
I'm so pleased to welcome today Kingston's Recreation Department Director, Sue Woodworth. Welcome, Sue. So much to talk about today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. How long have you been the Director of the Recreation Department in Kingston?
I am in my 23rd year.
Wow, so you've seen a lot of changes over those years. And how did the last
Definitely.
2 years of COVID affect recreation?
It changed. There was a lot of change, a little bit of a slowdown in the beginning, but really not so much. I think a lot of people just really need that kind of energy and that atmosphere with a lot of different things going on. So we were fortunate enough not to have to shut down 100% for a long period of time. And we were able to offer our community quite a few opportunities to get out and be together in safe ways. And it was exciting. Definitely a different way of doing things, but it was great for our community.
Yeah, good for you that you kept it going. Now, if you look at the your website, it's incredible to me how many programs are offered. You sort activities by age group or by subject matter. You include such things as outdoor adventures, fishing and boating programs, an April school vacation program, homework, Minecraft and technology clubs, babysitting training, yoga, line dancing, Pilates, pickleball, just to name a few. How do you come up with all these activities and determine when and where you're going to offer them?
A lot of it comes from our community. We really believe in our mission is really just working together collaboratively. So a lot of it does come from our community. They'll reach out to us and ask us for different things, and we research and try to get as much information as we can. So it's really community driven. And I think the great thing too about us and a lot of recreation departments is I think a lot of people assume that it's kids programs only, but we do quite a bit for adult and multi-generational. So that's exciting as well, that we really get to provide a lot of opportunities for so many people in our community.
Now, is it only Kingston residents that can partake in these activities that you put on?
No, we do offer for non-residents as well. So we do, however, let Kingston residents register first. So the first week is usually open to Kingston residents first. And then after that, non-residents can participate as well, as long as it's not full. The only program that we don't allow that is our summer program, just because it is so popular. And, some of the money from the town's operating budget also goes towards that program. So we do have that for Kingston residents only.
Perfect. Now, one of the most beautiful places in Kingston, obviously, is Grays Beach. It's a hugely popular place for people to gather and do so many things. Tell me about what involvement you have, the Recreation Department has in Grays Beach itself.
Sure. So pretty much 100% involvement. We oversee that particular property. We oversee quite a few properties in town, but Grays Beach Park is one that we're also very proud of. There's seen a lot of changes in the last 5 to 7 years there. We did a huge renovation a few years back, which allowed us to have more opportunities again for the community. A stage was installed, a small boardwalk area, a new restroom building. And it's just a place that it's a park and a beach where you don't see it a lot. So there are so many things that people can do when they come to this property.
And obviously, one of the big initiatives on your plate is the to kind of repair or almost replace the playground. So talk to me about the current condition of the playground and what is planned and what are your plans going forward for it?
Sure. So the playground is almost 18 years old. It was built that length of time ago, and it was a community build at the time. When that was allowed to happen a little bit more, but it really was spearheaded again by members of our community that raised over $50,000 at that time to help us build this particular playground. And with any playground and any piece of equipment, the wear and tear and the excessive use, after a while, you need to replace it, unfortunately. So we are at that point in the life of this particular playground, being almost 18 years old. It's seen excessive use. We're close to a beach area, so that provides just more rust opportunities there. We have replaced some things along the way over the years. We continually do maintenance every single year. But we are at the point where we're starting to have to take parts off. We had to remove some of our monkey bar system We have some problems with the surface area that needs to be addressed. So it is at that time. We do a inspection every single year, and this year we did a full audit as well, which is a little bit more involved. And we are at that time where we do need to, unfortunately, kind of rebuild it as opposed to continuously piecemealing parts together.
And I looked at the, you have a PowerPoint presentation that talks all about what you're planning on doing with the playground, what you're planning to replace it with. And it comes with a price tag of about $560,000 in total. And if you look at other towns that have spent money on playgrounds, it is certainly not the most expensive. It's right in line with what they cost now. So talk about the funding mechanism to do this, besides town meeting.
Sure. So really, we're looking at a different structure. We kind of priced out the same type of structure we have now, which is called the post or deck and clamp system. So there's a lot of different deckings. So there's a lot of posts to install. There's also a lot of opportunities for rust. So this new system is called GFRC, which is basically a reinforced fiber concrete. So you can bring in bigger structures that are created ahead of time, and then you install them on concrete pads. So the install is a little less expensive than the standard other equipment. However, there's less expensive because we're not doing all of those individual holes for all of those posts and things of that nature. And there's less opportunity for rust being right near the ocean. So it seemed like the good way to go for us. The other thing is that a lot of playgrounds now are looking at what they call a universal design. A lot of playgrounds in the past had different units, say for the 2 to 5 age group and then the 5 to 12, which has been great. However, it does provide a challenge for some families who have little ones and then maybe ones that are a little older. Where do I go and which child am I with? So the universal design provides more of an open format, open space plan for people to play more together. And the same thing for some compliance to support some accessibility issues. It just provides more opportunities for families, adults, grandparents to kind of be in there and play with the kids as well. So that's the design we're headed in. We will be looking at some poured in place material, which is the rubber type of material on parts of that to allow for that accessibility. Mm-hmm. And that cost that you had mentioned includes the equipment install. We do need to do some engineering and drainage issues there. We've got some drainage stuff happening. So it does provide that opportunity to do that. And we are excited and we understand that it's a lot of money. So one of the other things we've been doing is we're trying to come up with other ways that we might be able to find funds. So one of them is through our Community Preservation Committee. Mm-hmm. That will be the main funding source. But I am also looking at grant opportunities, and we're also looking at sponsorship opportunities for corporations. So some of our commissioners are putting a sponsorship package together for businesses and corporations. And we do have the opportunity for the community just to make individual donations on our website as well. So again, we realize that it's expensive and we're not just looking at one opportunity of funding, and we're also being very proactive to see what we can do to help support this event as well.
So since this playground will have some ADA compliance to it, there may be some funding available through those grants also. It's something you're going to be looking into, right?
Correct. There is a municipal ADA grant opportunity. Some of the challenges with the grants are that they don't fall in line with some of the annual town meetings that some communities have. For example, one grant is called the Park Grant. That's a May-June application timeframe, and the ADA one is an October one. So again, yes, we will definitely be looking at those and seeing if there's opportunities for us to get other funding sources.
And you're looking for the May town meeting to approve these funds for this year, correct?
Correct.
And if that happens, when will this project be ready to go?
Well, we will start right away. We will be ready. We will start with the bidding process and moving forward. We are working with a designer who's on a state vendor list, so that provides an opportunity for us to move a little bit faster. Mm-hmm. Part of it will just depend on the equipment. As we know, there are some challenges right now with equipment being available and timelines, but we would like to get it started pretty much right away. And with some of these grants, we only have 1 year, so our anticipation is I would love to have it started and completed in the fall of 2022 if we are able to move forward.
Great. Okay. Best of luck with that. Okay, Sue, thank you so much. And we will make sure people look at your website and your Facebook page, because there's so much information about what you do. And thank you for doing what you do at the Rec Department.
Thank you very much. And same to all of you. We appreciate everything that you do for our community as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. For more information on the Kingston Parks and Recreation Department, visit their website, kingstonrec.com, or find the department on Facebook.
If you've enjoyed this video by The Local Scene, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching.